Alright, man. Finna hit y'all with another story time. I'm finna hit y'all with that story time I told y'all I was gonna bring y'all. When my sister, my big sister, right, when she was 15, she had stole $5,000 from my sister on my daddy's side. My sister on my daddy's side was holding some money for her boyfriend, right? So, okay, this is the story. Now I'm gonna leave some shit out, right? Hopefully I can tell it in this little time, right? Okay, so I gotta start off from the beginning, right? Okay, my sister, okay, my sister on my daddy's side, she had lived in the same neighborhood as us, right? Now, mind you, we just have, it's a rumor that she's our sister, but it's actually her brother that is my dad's son, right? But it's always been a rumor that she is our sister too, right? Okay, so she lived in the same neighborhood as us, right? She lived with her godmom or something like that, right? Now, she at the time was probably in like her early 20s. My sister was like, my sister on my daddy's side was probably in her early 20s or mid 20s, right? Just guessing. My sister on my mom's side was 15. Okay, so my sister on my mom's side is over my sister's house on my dad's side, right? And my sister on my dad's side, she brings out a shoebox full of money, right? She bring out a shoebox full of money and she flexing on my sister and my cousin, right? My female cousin that's there. She flexing on her, right? She called my sister on my daddy's side, she called her nigga like, yeah, can I get my hair did? Ooh, the nigga like, yeah, ooh. You know, this back when micros was like 150. This in like 2001. So this one like micros 150, he like, yeah. So, you know, I guess my sister seeing this. So my sister on my mama's side seeing this. So my sister on my daddy's side, she is like, okay, I'm finna go leave and get my hair did. Her and my cousin together, they driving together. They tell my sister on my mom's side, like, can you make sure the back door locked? My sister on my mom's side, I guess she locked that motherfucker and unlock it, right? They all leave out at the same time. My sister started walking back. My sister on my mom's side started walking back to our house, right? Okay, now, I noticed some shit in the house that started to change, right? I started so from that day, on that day, right, I noticed my big sister on my mom's side, she was in my mom's room and they had the door closed, right? It was my mom's boyfriend, and my sister, right? And they was like just talking in secretive for some reason, right? And I didn't know, right? But I had noticed like in our hallway closet at the top, right? Nobody ever goes in there, right? But it's open. It's just open, right? Now, my mom, her boyfriend at this time, right? He had a truck. The truck wasn't working. So it was parked for a minute. It was parked for a minute, right? Okay. So one day I just noticed like my sister on my mom's side, like come home. Like she got clothes, shoes, man, dookies, Tommy Hilfiger, you know, them K-Swiss, like she got a nice little amount of shit, right? And then I noticed my mom's boyfriend, his truck get fixed. I'm like, you know, my antenna start to go off, right? Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Oh yeah, okay. So I was on the part, you know, my mama, her boyfriend at the time, his van, his shit fixed, you know, new shit is coming in the house. Excuse me. And mind you, they still ain't said nothing, right? So if my sister 15 at the time, I gotta be probably 14 or 13, right? Okay. So, okay, on this particular day, right? This the day everything finna come to a head, right? Everything that happened is finna come to light. The phone ring. I answer the phone. It's my sister on my daddy's side. She like, yo, who there? You know, she's asking for my sister. I'm like, yeah, let me speak to her. I give her the phone, right, and I walk away. When I walk away, right, I don't hear nothing, but I hear like my sister say like, well, I ain't got your money. And then that's it, right? Cool. I still ain't put shit together, right? Because mind you, I don't know, just put it in y'all head that I don't know nothing, right? That what I'm telling y'all is what I end up finding out. This is the truth. This is what happened, right? So this, now when I'm telling you, you know, I answered the phone, I'm telling y'all when I started to, you know, put two and two together, right? So I answered, so okay. Now this is the same day of the phone call. This is probably like an hour and a half later. I hear a knock at the door. As I'm coming down the stairs, when you come down the stairs, you can see the front door, like the window, right? And you can look through it. And I'm saying the bottom of the stairs, you can stand there and look across the living room. And anybody know how them Meadows houses look? You can stand at the bottom of them stairs in that living room and look straight, and you can see out the window, right? So when I look, I see my sister on my daddy's side, and I see her with another female. I'm thinking nothing of it. Ain't nobody said shit to me. So I go answer the door. When I open the door, the moment I open the door, two niggas rush in. Boo. Niggas got guns, right? I'm like, oh shit. Right? And when they rush in, like, I guess the people, now my mama wasn't there at the time, right? But she finna come, right? The only people who was there was me, my sister on my mom's side, and my mom's boyfriend at the time. So when they rush in, right, now it's the two niggas, it's my sister on my daddy's side, it's her friend, and it's my cousin who was in the house the day all that shit happened. My cousin that left with my sister, right? But she's in the car. So I guess they come to find out, they put a gun to her and made her tell them where we live, because my sister didn't know where we lived at. So now, these motherfuckers all in the living room. My sister come down, my mom boyfriend come down. The nigga like, yeah, where my money at, right? He say, where my money at? My sister like, I ain't got your money, right? When she say that, my sister on my daddy's side say, yes you do, I showed it to you, woo, 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 right? When she say that, my sister on my mom's side say, you brought that shoebox out of money showing everybody, right? Now, when dude hear this, when her nigga hear this, well, actually, dude end up turning out to be her baby daddy in the future, but when he hear this, he smacked my sister, right? He smacked my sister on my daddy's side, like, bitch, you showing people my money? She like, oh, no, I ain't showing nobody your money. Like, you get what I'm saying? So now, you know, everybody at a standstill. I'm on the steps. My mama boyfriend, he in the living room, like standing there, right? And my sister sitting on the couch. My sister on my mama's side. Everybody else standing up. Dude walk up to my sister. He like, man, where my money at, man? She like, man, I don't know where your money at. Dude, he cocked the gun. Put it to her head. Where my motherfucking money at? Bro, listen. This was the first time in my life that I seen somebody with a gun to their motherfucking head and don't flinch. My sister looking at the barrel of the gun, looking down the barrel, straight faced. I ain't got your money. I ain't got your money, right? Now motherfuckers, the females in there, they down there to tears and shit. My mama walk in, right? My mama like, no. So before my mama even walk in, right, my mama boyfriend, he say this. He tell the niggas this, right? He say, you think if it was $5,000 in here, we'd be in here? Right? I always, look, when I tell people that, they always laugh, right? But so he said that, right? Now, the nigga, he take the gun from my sister's head, right? My mama walk in the door. My mama like, man, we ain't got nothing to do with that. You know, my mama a good woman. You know, she don't want nothing to happen, you know. Now, we hear sirens in the background, right? So we don't know if somebody called the police. We don't know if my cousin that's in the car, she called the police. We don't know. But none of us in the house called the police. But we hear the sirens, right? So these niggas think that the police coming there. right? They think somebody called the police, right? So they say, oh, we'll be back, and they leave out, right? They rush out. They rush out, right? You know, motherfuckers, when they leave out, right, I ain't gonna lie, shit happens for a reason, right? Because when they left out, our backup end up coming in, like coming through the door. Swear to God, like, oh, bro, it's crazy how shit just work out, right? Because like I said, when they left out, man, not even 5 minutes later, our people came through the door, like 4 motherfuckers, man, strapped up. And what you think would have happened if them niggas came in while them niggas was in there? It wasn't gonna be no talking, I tell you that. And mind you, I'm only 13. So these my mama boyfriend peoples and these peoples that, you know us in the neighborhood, they got respect for us type shit, right? Okay, so these niggas leave, right? We don't hear nothing from them no more, right? But now that shit, the shit is out of the bag, right? My sister ended up admitting to me, that she did take it, right? And I used to always ask her, right? I said, how was it? Like, what kind of bills was it, right? She used to tell me, like, man, it was a shoebox. It was a shoebox just full of all different denominations, right? Mind you, like, ain't no exaggeration. Imagine you 15 and you hit a lick for 5 G's. And then I asked my sister, like, man, what did y'all do with all that money? She's like, man, mama and her boyfriend scammed me out of some. I end up giving them a bunch. They end up letting me, buy some clothes and shit. Now, I remember too, right? So when that had happened, my sister had bought a lot of clothes, right? Now, we was like staying away from my cousin, how my daddy's side. We was kind of staying away from them, right? It just so happened that, that's how the dice roll. We was young, right? We didn't have no control over that. But we ended up going over there, right? And it was around Christmas time, and I remember a motherfucker said, like, the whole thing was like, shit, we go over there fresh, motherfucker can't say this from stealing, shit. Motherfucker say we got this shit for Christmas, right? But we end up laughing about this shit, years down the line, and that would be one of the few times that I was right there with my sister when guns was pulled, right? I was there, and the next time that this would happen would be the apartment building that's next to our house where we lived at. And it happened this was the same year, matter of fact. Different situations, right? Some shit happened, my sister ended up fighting her friend, right? And her friend ended up calling her people, and shit, we was trying to leave out the apartment building. And when we tried to leave out the apartment building, these niggas came in, right? Once again, with guns, right? Niggas jumping out of windows, right? Because the niggas, when they came in there with guns, right? The girl who my sister had fought, she come downstairs, right? So the niggas that got the guns, they asking her, like, yeah, who got something to do with it? So she in the living room, like, he ain't got nothing to do with it. So as she, pointing and saying they ain't got nothing to do with it, they letting people out the house. Like, yeah, you can go. I'm like, oh shit. And I wasn't finna leave my sister, right? But what's crazy, my sister's boyfriend ended up leaving her. He jumped out the window. Me and my sister was in the tub. We was in the bathroom hiding in the tub, right? And all I know is that a motherfucker opened the door and the gun and come in the bathtub, right? And nigga was like, yeah, y'all might as well come up on out of there. To me and my big sister. I'm like, damn. I come out there, niggas circling me like lunch meat. I'm like 12 or 13. And I'm like, damn, I hope niggas ain't finna whoop my ass, man. But I told y'all, my sister fought niggas. My sister had hands, bro. I'm telling you. Nothing ended up happening, But that shit with my sister, bro, she hit that lick, though. And then what's crazy, the nigga who money it was, my sister on my daddy's side, she went on to have a few kids by the nigga, right? I don't say people's name, but the nigga got some money. You gotta think, if you can have 5 G's in the shoebox by your girl crib, right? And the motherfucker take it and it's nothing to you. Nigga, that shit was nothing. I ain't gonna lie. Like me and my siblings, like when we was younger, bro, we was all hitting licks. Dude, my little sister, nigga. Me and my little sister, nigga, we had somebody, the same apartment building that me and my big sister was at when somebody, motherfucker came in there with guns. Me and my little sister in that bitch, nigga, upstairs though at somebody else's apartment. Nigga, while we in their apartment, nigga, my sister, she like, dude, it's a $100 bill in the closet at the top. I'm like, hey, take them to the store, and I'm gonna act like I'm going home, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna come get it, right? My sister take them to the store. My little sister take them to the store. My little sister a year younger than me, right? So I'm 37. My little sister 36. So, just put it in mind frame. So she take them to the store, right? I go in the house. I go to the apartment, right? Now, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna get in the building. They got the keys. I see a ladder. Nigga, I put the ladder up. Nigga, broad daylight, nigga. Broad fucking daylight, nigga. I put the ladder on the side. Climb up that bitch. And, dude, motherfuckers end up telling my mama, right? Days later, like, yeah, I seen your son climbing up a ladder, breaking into somebody's house in, that apartment building. Oh my God. I got my mama kicked out of places, bro. We gonna get to that shit. So when I climb up the ladder right now, I go in the closet, I only see $1. I'm like, dude, this ain't no motherfucking 100. I'll leave out, right? I'll run to the store. I'll tell my sister, I said, man, this ain't no motherfucking 100. It's $1. She said, dude, it's $100 bill in there. She said, dude, go back in there. I go back in there, climb up the ladder. No, this time, no, I didn't climb back up because I left something in the door so I could just get in there. This time when I went in there, put my hand up there, boom, I feel it. Pull it down, $100 bill. Mind you, we like 13, 12. Nigga, it's a store called Donut Connection. That was like on, what's that? That was on, it was in the Meadows by Quick Pantry, by an apartment building. I go to the Donut Connection, I get change, right? I get change. Give my sister 50, I take 50, right? Bro, later on that day, the people house that it was, right? The lady show up at my mama house with her son, right? And I felt bad because she beat his ass, right? So the mama so now my mama, me, the lady, and her son in the living room. The lady asking me like, yeah, did my son have some money around you today? I'm like, no. She like, did he buy something at the store? I'm like, no, he ain't had nothing. The lady tell my mama like, yeah, because I think he stole my rent money. She's like, I've been beating his ass all day. She like, yeah, he finna go live with his daddy. He got to get out of my house. Bro, she sent him to go live with his daddy. He didn't come back for years. And when he came back, I felt so bad, right? Because I felt like I altered his life, right? Some shit you can't, shit, what the fuck? His mama he must was stealing at one time or another for her to believe that he did the shit. But they didn't think I did it. My little sister, my sister wanted me to tell this one story, but I'm trying to wait. Ooh, how I had the heat on in here. What the fuck? I'm wondering why I'm burning up in this bitch. Dog. I'm wondering why I'm hot than a motherfucker in this bitch. But yeah, man. Y'all comment, man. What y'all feel about? Y'all tell me what y'all feel about that story, man. Tell me what y'all think about that story. I ain't finna tell you what I'm finna do, but y'all let me know what y'all feel about that. Bro, I had the heat on. Oh my fucking, what the fuck? Shit. Oh my God, this air feels so fucking good. But yeah, I'll holler at y'all. Y'all have a good day. Peace.